Luxury in 2026 has moved away from stark visibility. It's leaning into more subtle and demure characteristics: patience, availability, discernment, and above all, cultural literacy.
The Economist found that the price of ultra-luxury goods has fallen since 2023, while the price of ultra-luxury experiences has risen by 90% since 2019.
Omakase represents all of these features. With its limited seating, set menus, and no spectacle approach to fine dining, could it be the ultimate stealth wealth flex? I'm Natasha, and you're watching Clutch as Pearls. Today we're exploring stealth wealth, luxury, and omakase. And what better lens through which to do this than Philadelphia's very own Hiroki restaurant. Opened in 2021, Hiroki is a Philadelphia omakase counter rooted in Edomae technique and chef-led trust. It earned itself a Michelin Guide recognition.
It's Hiroki time!
That's what a $500 omakase experience is like.
The only thing was I did feel pretty self-conscious about taking photos.
Stealth Wealth 101, secrecy equals desire. So what is an omakase? It means literally I leave it up to you. In dining terms, it's a chef-led meal where there's no menu and the chef decides what you eat and in what order. Arrived in the US in the late 1980s, notably in LA, with the 2000s ultra-luxury omakase emerging with places like Masa. In 2011, the documentary Jiro Dreams of Sushi basically mainstreamed the idea that a tiny counter, a quiet room, and obsessive technique can be the apex of luxury. Eaters framed this as a big driver for the American omakase boom. In the 2010s and 2020s, social media made it a status symbol with rarefied experience, partly because of its limited seats. So after all this, let's jump in and explore what signals and stealth wealth the Hiroki fine dining experience has to offer. Let's jump into some of the features that make omakase stealth wealth. Number 1. Limited seating. You've tried to get a reservation here, you know the seats are limited and booking scarce. Number 2, it assumes a trained palate, which can detect nuances in flavor and texture rather than extreme flavors and gimmicks. And I will say, in this case, Hiroki did deliver with a mixture of textures and subtle flavors, which stimulated throughout the entire meal. I will say the jellyfish texture was slightly uncomfortable for me, but such an experience. In addition to seeing the chef prepare the meals in front of us. Which brings me to point 3. No performance loop. There is no spectacle. It is simply excellence. Chef preparing a simple slice of fish for a meal to perfection. Another key feature is scarcity. The menu changes every night, so you are never going to be served the same thing. I will put the menu at the end if you are interested though. The personalization, attention to detail, and calm ambience of the restaurant was another thing. It wasn't trying to overdo it, it did just enough. The calm of the restaurant leads it to be less of a spectacle and more of an experience, making it the kind of place where if you know, you know, less of a postable experience and more of a lived experience. And if ever you plan on having this experience, I suggest you go hungry, because midway through the meal we were about to burst. Which brings me to my final point. This meal is expensive without advertising the cost, which is quite common of an omakase. The luxury in price point makes it desirable, or rather adds to its desirability. What's interesting about this kind of stealth wealth dining and these variable factors is the fact that they create a sort of barrier to entry and filter out consumers as they go, with things like price point and palate. Because let's be realistic, not everyone wants to pay $900 to eat crunchy jellyfish. It's an acquired taste. However, I will say for the nuanced palate, the little touches, the fresh produce, and the experience are highly worthwhile. I could die about now, I'm so full. I'm so full. So what do we take away from all this? You can't buy good taste, but you can buy dinner? I think it signals and speaks to a change in the approach to luxury. New age luxury is not about excess, it's about skill and discernment and a finely curated palate. And that's exactly what omakase speaks to. the need to have tactile, present experiences. Luxury is becoming less about escaping and more about being fully present in experiences that you have chosen for yourself. The cultural texture of your life, your experiences, which cannot be recreated by any social media. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, like and subscribe. If you didn't, do it anyway, and I'll see you next week.